Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the Rumple One. Saturday, July 13th, the year 2013. Smoke and mirrors. Whose fault is it? I mean, if you think about it, country's it's a mess. Whose fault is it? The media, right now, the big stories. The Trayvon case with Zimmerman. Why is this such a big deal? Oh, Paula Deen, she's in the news. Why is that such a big deal? I mean, it's just all smoke and mirrors. We got some real issues to deal with here. But what do we have in front of us? Not the real issues, just the smoke and the mirrors. I was talking to my friend Eddie. Shout out to you, Eddie boy. Now, Eddie, I've known Eddie since the 5th grade, so he's basically oldest friend. And we were talking. We've been known each other since grade school. Went to college together. We kind of took separate routes. He worked for the government. I went to private industry. And even though we grew up 2 houses apart, we had different views on things. But we're still friends. But the funny thing is some of the things we agree on, and he made mention that, you look at the government today and you look at what's going on, and he says basically, they're not focusing on the real issues. You're talking about this gay marriage in the Supreme Court. He goes, they can ram this stuff through in what? A matter of days or weeks? But the real issues aren't getting taken care of. Think about that. Look at what they focus on. I mean, Congress, Senate, they can hold these committees on steroid use in Major League Baseball or Major League Sports. I know I've talked about it before, but like my friend Eddie brought up again, I mean, this is what these guys do. They don't work on what's real. Immigration. Yeah. They talk about Homeland Security. They talk about the threat of terrorism. Yet we got a border that's like a sieve. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. You know it, I know it, and even they know it, but they don't do anything about it. It's all smoke and mirrors, just like the guy said in Ghetto Physics. I was watching a video last night, and one of the previews before the video started, they had Dwight D. Eisenhower. Was talking about, I think it was Eisenhower, or was it Roosevelt? I can't remember. Anyway, one of them older presidents said that, we got to beware of the industrial military complex. We can't, fall under their spell. We can't just cater to their whims and wishes. And look what happened. I think it was Roosevelt. I might have to watch it again just to get straight on that. But the point is that people know what the solutions are. They understand the problem, they know the solutions. Yet the solutions don't get implemented. It's like the book I read, Flirting with Disaster. People don't want to solve the problems because they don't want to look bad. Because if on your watch something bad happens, well, you're responsible. It was on your watch, so you're going to have to take the responsibility. In fact, if it's against the law, you might have to do some jail time, prison time. Have a cellmate named Tiny and another one named Bubba. Point is, it's the nature of man to cover their you-know-what. So, if something comes up under their watch, they have all these cover-ups. Evidence is lost, misplaced, destroyed. People disappear, commit suicide. have accidents. The thing is, we all know what's going on. We all know the game. Like I said, the game stays the same. It's just the players that change. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Obama on transparency. All smoke and mirrors. There's no transparency. It's the most opaque government ever. And then somebody like Snowden comes along and upsets the apple cart, you know, takes the lid off the cookie jar, opens up Pandora's box, and we're all worried about killing the messenger as opposed to listening to the message. It's just incredible. But once again, like my friend Eddie said, they're spending their time serving 5% while the real issues are ignored. I mean, just think about that. Congress is just basically wasting their time spinning on all these peripheral issues instead of going after the real issues, tackling the real problems, implementing real solutions. Instead, all they do is pander. It's get elected, stay in office. That's what they're all about. Get elected, stay in office. Why? Because they can make laws that apply to you and me, but don't apply to themselves. And that, my fellow Americans, is tyranny. When a government can impose laws on the citizens that they themselves are not subject to, it's tyranny. Plain and simple. There's no two ways about it. Obamacare. Why did those in power exempt themselves? Not to mention, I read somewhere that there's something like 800 and some other entities and people who are exempt from Obamacare. I guess because they paid Obama $100,000 or $1 million in campaign contributions or something like that. And think about it. You know, the whole issue on gun control. The facts are in. The statistics are in. Gun control doesn't work. I thought it was really cool when they had this one guy responding to either the House or Senate subcommittee on this issue, and the guy up there is with his gavel like, "Why do you need a 30-round magazine?" And the guy responds, "Well, number one, God gave me rights, not you. And by the way, you work for me. So why does the DHS need 1 billion rounds of ammo? You need to start answering to me. I don't need to answer to you." And you see, my fellow Americans, that's the attitude that we the people need to start having and start demonstrating. We need to make these guys answer to us. Now, how do you do it? Well, once again, do you remember the force equation I did a video about? It's that simple. And that's why they don't want you and I to have weapons. Because so long as they have the bigger guns and more ammo, they can enforce the law, they can impose their will and their beliefs on us. It's that simple. But the thing is, if we the people truly are the 99%, then we will basically outnumber them. Maybe that's why Obama, according to some sources on the internet, has asked Russia to put 15,000 troops over in FEMA Section 3, just in case something happens and things get unstable. I mean, the police are asking people not to riot when the Zimmerman verdict comes in. Now, I haven't checked the news today. I don't know if the verdict's in or not. Why would people riot? I mean, I watched this one video by, I think the guy's, it's 5723 Michael. And this guy, he's really dead on. He's brutal. But the thing is, sometimes the truth is brutal. And he says, and you have to think about it. If you could turn back the hands of time and make it so, you know, Zimmerman never killed that kid, what effect would it have? None. It wouldn't make anything better. So hanging Zimmerman's not going to make anything better. You just have to think about it. And just like this whole Paula Dean thing, she said what she said, was it decades ago? Doesn't matter. If you could turn back the hands of time and she never said it, what difference would it make? None. So she loses a TV show and some retailers. I mean, even if you took away all her money, what difference would it make? None. So you see, once again, it's smoke and mirrors. The media is just directing us the way they want us to look. The way they're showing us what they want us to see. And the puppet masters are controlling it all. But, you know, all you got to do is cut those strings and take off the blinders and wake up and smell the tyranny.